there are three ways in which we can perceive the world. There's the physical, chemical way of looking at our health, and that's the one most of us believe in. It's to do with our hormones being too high. It's calories, it's about certain chemicals that we're eating or not eating. It's about our neurotransmitters and hormones being high or low. It's about my bones are being out of place. Okay, my posture is wrong. Something physical about my body is not quite right. And to put it right, we change what we eat. We take a pill, a supplement. We exercise or move differently. We get more sunshine, which I don't just disagree with a lot of these things. Okay, so that's way one. Okay, and that's the way probably 90 to 95% of the world look at things. It's the most obvious way. You've got a sickness or a problem. Here's a strategy that we've kind of worked out. We've looked at the chemicals. We've looked at the structure of the body. We've looked at how things work. And if you go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, you will get result H. Okay, and that's H is apparently the thing you're looking for. Okay. Then there's the emotional way of looking at things. So if I go back to the physical bit for a second, okay, that's doctors, chiropractors, osteopaths, herbologists, neurologists. Sorry to some of these people who don't think they fit in the same bracket, but you do. Okay, there's nutritionists, personal trainers, physiotherapists. There's, pretty much every therapy that you've ever done or ever thought of fits in there, except for the emotional. Emotional, way two. Okay, emotional is looking at kind of the same thing but backwards. Okay? It's pretty much the same thing but backwards. You have an emotional response to stuff in our life, and that is the cause of the obesity, okay, or the habits around creating obesity, or the habits around creating a health problem, okay, and we then revert back to, okay, well, if I've got this emotion, then I need to change my habits, and my habits are in this physical, chemical environment, okay, and if I change those, I change the emotions, okay? And it's emotionally led, but it's also chemistry led as well. Okay, so there's that way of looking at things, okay, and that, for me, I think that's a better way of looking at things. I just need to mind out for the horse poo around these parts, okay. And then there's the spiritual way of looking at things, and the spiritual way of looking at things is to recognize and to understand and to know, which is probably the hardest bit, to know kind of on a complete whole level that you're a spirit inhabiting a vehicle which is just traveling around the world, and that spirit is invulnerable. And that's really the thing that we need to get to grips with. And without getting my feet wet, climbing through the trees, that's what we want to understand. And when we understand that and take it on completely, food has no effect on us. We could pretty much eat what we want and it won't change our physical or emotional environment. Okay? That's the truth of that. Okay? We could have all sorts of terrible habits and it won't affect our productivity, it won't affect our mental health, it won't affect our mood. Okay? Chances are, if you've taken on board these things, you won't be doing too much of that stuff anyway, okay? But you'll also know that even if you did, it wouldn't affect you, okay? It wouldn't make any difference. It wouldn't cause illness and disease and pain and horribleness. Okay? It would have zero effect on you at all, because I am invulnerable. I am a perfect soul who exists here within this vehicle, and the vehicle only looks the way it does because of the beliefs I've formed in the past. And it's more down to our beliefs and our faith and our knowledge in truth and what is true. Okay? Truth never changes. Never changes. Okay? It doesn't appear to be true for a moment in time. It never changes. Okay? So my body, changing constantly. Every breath I take, the chemical makeup of my body changes. Every thought I have, if I have a worrisome thought right now, my chemical makeup in my body changes. If I have a happy thought right now, my chemical processes in my body changes. Okay, the body is infinitely, pretty much, changeable. Okay, or at least it's incredibly adaptive to the thoughts that we input into it. So our diseases and our illnesses are largely down to the thoughts we have, and it's not even necessarily emotional thoughts either. It's forgetting who we are. And who we are is an invulnerable, perfect spirit that never changes, and that's the truth. Okay? If I chop off my hand or my arm, or some kind of accident happens and I chop and my leg gets amputated, am I 75% me, or am I still 100% me? And that's the way I look at it. Okay, I'm still 100% me. This physical body has a little bit less mass. Okay, it might be a little bit easier to navigate. Harder to navigate the world. But I'm still 100% me. Okay, 100% me. Even though I'm missing parts. Okay, so you're not your body. You're not even the chemicals that make up your body. It's more your thoughts and beliefs about the things we see, smell, taste, do, and our responses to the world, and the beliefs that kind of create all of that. So that's just something to think about for the weekend. Nice and easy for you. Have a great day. Or I should probably give you some sort of tip. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, every time you catch yourself having a negative thought or a negative experience, or even a positive one, okay, it doesn't matter. There's no good and bad in this world. Okay, there just isness. Is remind yourself, okay, I am forgetting who I truly am in this moment. You take a breath. I'm forgetting who I truly am in this moment. Maybe repeat it a few times, and you will find all the energy out of that situation. We usually use this for the bad stuff, right? Stuff that isn't bringing us happiness and joy. Because why would you do it for the stuff that brings you joy? But even so, you could use it either way. I'm forgetting who I truly am in this moment. Oh, and you just feel that massive sense of relief. And the aches and the pains just subside a little bit. Because do you know what you've just done? You've told yourself the truth. And the truth sets you free. Okay. Yeah, when we touch each other. Anyway, just show my age there. 39, nearly 39, not quite. Anyway, have a great day. Remember who you truly are, and then you become invulnerable. You can eat anything, you can do anything can happen around you, and you're okay with it. It takes time. Am I there yet? No. Okay. I am still affected by things going on in my life in ways that I perceive as negative. Okay, but knowing this, okay, just having an understanding of this, having a seed of this knowledge in your mind, water it, give it some compost, shower it in horse shit, manure, okay, good stuff, nitrates, chemicals, the chemicals that don't actually affect us. Okay, let it grow, give it some sunshine or clouds, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. You deserve it. Cool.